Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes, I want to introduce to some and present to others this amazing young lady. She is one of our featured authors. Amari Love Lee is here with us on today. Good afternoon, and how you doing?
Hi.
Uh,
Hi, everyone. I'm doing well. I'm glad to be here. I'm very excited to share about my book. This is my first poetry or my first book, and it's a self published book of poetry. So I'm very excited.
Very exciting. Now, I want you to speak up a little bit, make sure we can all hear you, okay?
Okay.
She
Is
said,
that
okay.
better?
Oh, yeah, well, I'm trying my best here. So, with that being said, I want you to do me the kind favor of just simply introducing yourself because we definitely want to know who you are, where you're from. So, introduce yourself. Tell us who you are. Tell us where you're from.
So, my name is Lovely the Poet. I'm from New Jersey, born and raised. And I have been a poet as long as I can remember. I've been writing poetry since I was a little girl. And I always had this dream of writing my own book. So this is my dream come true, literally.
Your dream come true. That you know what? I'm excited to hear you say that, and of course, we are excited to have you as one of our featured authors here on the GMAP Broadcast Network. Why don't you do us a kind favor? You know, I do have a copy of your current publication here, and of course, we want the world to know. Tell us a little bit about it, if you don't mind.
Of course, no problem. Are you hearing me better too?
Oh yeah, I can hear you just fine.
Okay, perfect. So my book is called Lovely Truths and Metaphorical Violence. I've gotten a lot of reactions over the title. People are very interested.
Hmm.
But basically, I've always been one in my poetry to really want an extended metaphor and
Uh huh.
want to be able to, really draw that home when I come up with a metaphor in my poetry, whether I'm talking about life or love or the Black experience. I like to really hone in on my metaphors and kind of get everything that I can from them. So that's kind of how I came up with the title. And it's really just about kind of my experiences growing up and into myself. I study psychology as a college student. And so, in that, learning about, our development and our processes as human beings, I learned that adolescence is a lot bigger and there's a lot more going on scientifically than we realize sometimes. So it's really just about like that. It's that coming of age story kind of, but I like to say wrapped in a beautiful bow, because it is poetry and it's very artsy and very not to be, what's the word? I want to say artsy and I want to say poetic, but it's to me it's a coming of age story in poems basically.
Ah, well, you know, I am grateful. This now is this actually your first release, or is this a follow up to something that you've previously done before?
So it's a little bit of both. This is my first book. This is my first self-published work,
Uh huh.
and I released part one of the audio on streaming services. So there's actually part one, which is the first 13 poems in the book. Are There's an audio version which I released last year on my birthday, and then this year I was able to finally get out physical copies. So technically, it is my first book. It's my
Mm.
first, physical project. But there is an audio version that is on streaming that I worked very hard on, and it has beautiful instrumentals behind it. And you can stream that on Spotify, Amazon, Tidal, all those good things.
I am loving every minute of it, and of course, as I said before, ladies and gentlemen, one of our featured authors, Amari Love Lee, is here with us on today. All you got to do is stop by our platform, gmap1.com. You'll see a copy of the publication posted in our featured authors area. Simply click on that cover. It will take you to the necessary location to find out more intimate information and details about the author as well as the publication, we encourage you to do so. Now, I want to ask you this: during the writing process, and all the trials and tribulations and setbacks and downfalls, up, downs, right, lefts, all that good stuff, should we or could we anticipate that you're going to have something for us also in the future? What's next? I mean, what's next for you?
Absolutely. I'm actually, I have kind of always, in some way, been like an overachiever or a busybody. I'm always moving. I always have new ideas. And I think as a creative, that's typically our experience. We can't really stop our minds from buzzing and coming up with new ideas. So I'm actually working on my second poetry book currently. I haven't released the title yet, but I am working on my second book of poetry because it's gonna be my 26th birthday next month. I feel like I needed something that represents my adults, my what happens after, I kind of have into myself and I realize more things about myself and I learned so much about myself.
Right.
Yes, I'm working on my second book currently. I also have visuals for Lovely Truths and Metaphorical Violence that I'm working on with my team. So there are a few visuals out currently on my YouTube channel, but I plan to do a visual for each and every poem. And
Yeah.
there's 23 poems.
Mm.
So I'm going to be working on that for a while as I am in the process of working on my second book. But I don't
Wow.
plan on stop writing books anytime soon. I have so many ideas for books.
I know that's right. And I'm excited for you. Of course, you're going to keep us posted about that because we're going to want to, make sure we receive a copy of that one as well. Now, I know that we have
Absolutely.
quite a few viewers and listeners out there who may, in fact, want to go out and, show their love, their care, concern, and support and purchase a copy and all that good stuff. How can it be purchased? How can they get a copy of your book today?
So I have a Amazon link, a Barnes and Noble link, and an Ingram Spark link, which is the website that I use to do my self publishing. That's all on my link tree. So if you follow me on any social media at Lovely the Poet, it's always in my bio. So I always have those links. Also, I'm Googleable now, which is very exciting for me. As a millennial Gen Z cusp, it's very exciting to me that you can Google me and things will pop up.
Mm.
So if you just Google Lovely the Poet, you'll see my YouTube, you'll see many, many different links. There's links of bookstores that I've never even been to or seen before. So if you Google me or the title of my book, that's also a way to access whatever is easiest for you. Because I
Right.
know sometimes Amazon or Barnes and Noble, that might not be at the most accessible. I know that there's a Books a Million link, and there's another or a few other ones that will come up if you just use Google. But I always have it in my bios. There's a link that will send you directly to Amazon, Barnes and Noble, or Ingram Spark, because those are the top three that I see people purchasing with. But there's many, many options.
And I know there is because, of course, we are also in the process of placing you on the Walmart online bookstore. And, of course,
Oh,
we
awesome.
cannot, will not, should not forget about little old GMAP Broadcast Network down here in the lower left hand corner of everything in small print. But I don't mind being in small print. They tell me that small print is the most important print on the paper. So I'm going to hold and
That's
maintain
true.
that. So, and if someone wanted to actually reach out to you, Amari, and maybe touch base with you on a more individual basis and discuss some details about what you have going on now or maybe in the very near future, how is it that they can do so? I mean, how can you be reached?
So I have an official business email, Lovely the Poet. Don't forget the second E, like Megan the Stallion. Um, if you email me there directly, that's perfect. I try to stay up to date on my emails. I'm also not one that is shy or, steers away from DMs. If you want to direct message me, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Twitter. And like I was saying earlier about that Linktree link, everything's under there. So not just places where you can find my book, but also music. I do music. I have my
Mm,
YouTube channel, which doesn't only hold visuals, but also just like life things and, stories about me being a young Black girl in this world and
yeah.
navigating that. And then also all of my other social media is there. So if you need to get in contact with me, I'm not shy away from direct messaging. So you can do that, or you can email me directly, and me and my team will reach out to you.
Outstanding. And of course, I did hear you say you do music. So I'm going to make sure I text you my email address so you can send me some of that music so we can somehow, some way
Yes.
put it in rotation here. And I'm just so excited. I'm overwhelmed. I'm overjoyed. I'm grateful. I'm honored, privileged, and blessed once again to have you here on this afternoon. And of course, having you accept the invitation to be a part of our broadcast network family as one of our featured authors. And hey, maybe soon to be one of our featured artists as well. You never know. Hey, so I'm going to tell you this. You have our phone number. We want you to use it. Pick it up. I want you to call me. Don't be texting, chatting, and tweeting me. I want you to call me and let me know what it is that we can do to assist you in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Let us know what we can do, and we'll be more than happy to do so. I'm going to let you know that when you do that, the answer will always be yes, and you'll never have to ask me twice, okay?
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
And I am excited once again to have you as one of our featured authors. And I do want you to make sure you keep us posted while you're on this journey. And of course, we are looking forward to doing a follow up to see simply how things are going, what you're doing, where you're at. I mean, if you're doing book signings, events, and things of that nature, we want to know, and we want to help share that information with people around the world. I just want you to know that. We appreciate you. We love you. And we want you to come back and join us again soon so we can give our viewers and listeners around the world the opportunity to know what you're doing, what's next, and how you can continue to be a blessing to each and every one of them around the world, okay?
Thank you so much. That reminds me, I actually just got my first book signing flyer and everything approved. So if you are in the DMV area, follow me. Like I said, Lovely the Poet. Don't forget the second E. I am posting my flyer today because I dropped it yesterday, but I was having an issue with my QR code, which the QR code will send you to that link I was talking about, that Linktree link. I'm posting today my new flyer. So if you're in the DMV area, DC, Maryland, Virginia, I'm going to be having my first book signing. I'm starting my book signing tour. I plan on going up, at least up the East Coast, but it may become bigger, hopefully.
Yeah.
So if you're in the DMV area, look out for that because I'm dropping it today and it's going to be really amazing. It's going to be part a birthday celebration, part a book signing. I'm very, very excited. So look out for that, especially if you're close by, like I said, in the DMV area. So that's dropping today. I'm excited.
Well, make sure you send me that so I can help share that information with people around the world. We don't mind.
Absolutely.
I'm going to make sure that we do everything we can, once again, as I said before, to assist you while you're on this journey. We appreciate you, and make sure you tell your mother I said hello. Tell her I
I
said
will.
hi.
She's
Tell your
probably
mother. I said,
downstairs somewhere screaming.
tell mom I said hello, mom. I just want you to know that. But we
Okay.
we appreciate you. We look forward to hearing from you again soon. Once again, one of our featured authors, Amari Love Lee, right here on the number one station in the nation, GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, stop by our broadcast network site. You'll see a copy of the publication I'm currently showing you on our television screen. And of course, click on that copy. It will take you to the necessary location to find out more intimate information and details about the author as well as the publication. Until next time, we want you guys to continue to be blessed and be a blessing to others. Very important. Take care. Take it easy. Stay tuned for more great information, music, and news right here on the number one station in the nation, GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. Amari, we appreciate you, and we look forward to talking to you again soon, all right?
Thank you so much.
Oh,
Bye,
thank you.
everyone.
I love you. Take care. And don't forget to tell mom I said hello.
I will.
On
And
the
it's gonna be my
show.